is a map screenshot of Vance Brand Airport as it looks in real life. And then here is the simulated version. It's pretty dang close. I mean, some of the buildings are a little bit off, but it's pretty much there. There's that little kiosk building, my favorite. And then there's my Cessna 172 down there with some deer, which I'm going to turn off because it's unrealistic. Deer. Got rid of those. Alright. We're going for startup. So 172. Bit bigger than the 52 4-seater instead of a 2-seater. Also got more horsepower. Try to make this as quick as possible. Alright. Before starting the engine, seats latched. Doors closed and latched. I'll leave the windows open because it sounds a little bit more realistic. With the engine start. What? Is there no passenger window? Maybe there's not. That's weird. It's odd. There's a door, no window. Alright. Fuel shutoff valve on. There should be no fuel shutoff valve because there is not a fuel shutoff valve. Oops. Yep. Wait a minute, what's this? I don't even know what that is, whatever. Okay. Doors closed and latched. Doors are closed and latched. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Radios, master avionics off. Circuit breakers in. Yeah, they're all in. You're good. Brakes, test and set. I'm not doing full flight controls today, so that's easy. Starting the engine. Mixture, full rich. Mixture is rich. Throttle, closed. Prime as required. I'm going to prime it just a couple times. Ooh, it's even got a little dangly keychain thing. That's cool. Master switch on. There's the master switch. Brakes are set. Propeller area clear. Ignition switch start. There's our engine. Brakes are set. RPM under 1,000. Check oil pressure. Is this something I should be good at? Yes, it's under 1,000. Warm up and taxi radios on and set. It's a little bit different than I'm used to in the real thing. I might just leave that for now. Save time. Transponder 1-200 and standby. Yes, I can do that at least. on 200 and stand by. Rotating beacon on. You will see that out the rear window. It's kind of hard to see, but you will see it. Jeez, okay. Yep, there's that beacon back there. And directional gyro set. So now I know how to do this because I just went on my flight. Should be just about where the actual gyro is, so just about 2 notches past 12. Leaning towards the E, so between the 12 and the E. There we go. That looks pretty good. And altimeter also set that. Make sure we're at ground level, which we should be about. That, I think. I'm pretty sure that's right. I don't know. It may not be. Whatever. Okay. There's that. Flaps are up. Check that. Yes, flaps are up. Clear rear area. Taxi immediate brake check. Brakes work. And we are taxiing for our takeoff. For practical purposes, I'm going to taxi down to the other end of the runway just to get the feel of how this is. And also note that this is not the correct time of day. It is night right now, but I am... And the airplane is also yawing to the left, which is it should be because the engine, the prop, is making it turn that way. So that's why it's doing that. We are now holding short of the runway to begin our before takeoff checklist. Here's an exterior view of the plane. Hangars in the background. There's our multiple windsocks and our little directional gyro. Rockies in the background. Look gorgeous. No flat irons, unfortunately, but pretty close. We are departing from runway, what is that, 29? Yeah, runway 29. Before takeoff. Brakes are set. Doors and windows closed and latched. So you hear a little bit of a difference here as I close the window on the pilot side. A little bit quieter. And seats are latched and secure, which you can't really check in the simulator. Flight controls free and correct, so I'm just going to check. If I have my hand on the yoke in the real airplane, I'm going to check that my thumb is pointing up. And if I rotate my thumb to the right, this aileron should go up, which it does, and I go the other way, and the other one points up. Which it does. And now I want to check that my rudders are working correctly. This is a little bit done outside the airplane. Yep, that's good. Good on that. Ailerons are also working correctly. Flight controls are verified, free and correct. Elevator and rudder trim set and check. That should be good. Fuel valves on, or our engines wouldn't be running right now. Run up, 1700 RPM. Gonna run the engine up a little bit. We're at 1700 RPM. Magnetos, we're going to check on those. So we're turning the ignition switch 2 clicks to the left. That should drop the RPM a little bit. We're now at a little bit below 1700. We're back on that. Now we check the left one again. That drops the RPM just a bit too. So we're good on that. Car P, check operation. That should also drop the RPM. That also drops the RPM. Mixture lean is required. We're going to leave it full now for takeoff. I'm also going to disable the scroll wheel just because it's irritating me right now. Suction gauge, checking green. Now I remember what that is. That's that little thing here. For whatever reason, it's on the lower end of the green arc. I think that's mostly because I have it run up to 1700. Ammeter, check operation. That's over here somewhere. Where's that ammeter? Here we go. It says it's at 0, which I think that's a good thing. And we're good, so we're going to reduce RPM now. And we're going to check our flight instruments radios, which are good. And our, what's it called? Attitude indicator's good. Strobe light on. We don't have a strobe light. And transponder appropriate code for altitude. So now we turn that little switch to altitude because we are about to depart for takeoff. They're good for altitude. And we're going to set 10 degrees of flaps, which I forgot from my flight before that. Make sure that 10 degrees of flaps are set. It's kind of hard to tell right now. That's 20. We're good at 10 now. And we are good for takeoff. Cessna 440, departure via runway 29. It's probably not even the correct code for announcing my intentions to other aircraft, but oh well. Ooh, dang. That horsepower. We're going. Compared to that 152, it's like, doesn't want to do anything. This thing, we're going. We are cruising, and we are rotating. Oh, yeah. That power, man. And that's the end of this video, so see you guys later.